So the stories I'm about to tell y'all come as a direct result of being extremely handsome and attractive. And here's the thing, bro. You gotta understand this. It's two different worlds that people live in, man. And that's what I'm starting to realize more and more as I get older, bro. It really is a haves and a have-nots. As much as people want to say that life is about personality and it's deeper than that, right? People are shallow generally, man. And if you are, a person that's not conventionally attractive, you're going to get treated worse, bro. That's just the truth. Or if you're a person who's out of shape, you're going to get treated worse. You know what I mean? If you don't have at least one of those things, you're gonna live a very tough life. Now, here's the thing about it: most people are like pretty average, right? So you're probably not gonna be treated poorly, but it's just that when you're a handsome individual, such as myself, then you get a certain type of treatment. You know what I'm saying? And you go through certain types of experiences, and it can low key be scary sometimes, right? So this is basically what it's like, bro. I remember there was this one time back in college where me and my roommates ended up going to this party, bro. And, it was a cool vibe. We got there and it was all chill, you know what I'm saying? Now at the time, bro, you know, I remember I had the locks, I had the dyed locks, bro. I remember, bro. Crazy times. So we chilling, we playing beer pong or whatever, whoop whoop, what college kids do. And I see my homie, he's talking to this girl, right? And I'm like, hey, more power to you. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? So we actually end up playing beer pong, and it's him and the girl he talking to, and me and some random. You know what I'm saying? The random was cool. I forget his name. But we playing, right? We end up losing. I'm like, y'all chill, whatever, right? So I'm walking around the party, whatever, whoop de whoop, and I see the girl that was talking to my bro. Now, the girl that was talking to my bro, I try to squeeze past her because it be getting tight in the parties. You know how I mean? You know how you hit the little the little shimmy to the side. You feel me? So I was hitting the little shimmy to the side, whatever. And as I was doing that, I felt this girl like feel my abs and like my stomach area. And my first thought was not immediately like, oh, this girl is like trying to, she's showing me signals. My first thought was like, oh, I think like that was kind of awkward. Like, I don't know. Because I didn't see her hands do that. I just felt them. And I was like, oh, maybe she just was trying to get through whatever. I didn't really think too much of it. So I end up sitting down. I'm sipping on my cup, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I see my homie talking to the girl. And I'm having a good old time. I'm sitting down. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing too much. You feel me? Now, the girl he's talking to, I don't even remember her name. She come over to me, okay? Mind you, I'm sitting in a chair. It's a couple empty chairs next to me. She comes up to me and she says, hey, can I sit here? And I'm thinking that she means one of the chairs next to me, right? So what does she do? I say, yeah, sure, you can sit down. I'm on my phone, not really paying attention. She turns around and she attempts to sit on my lap. Now immediately, as soon as she did that shit, man, I tapped her and I was like, "Hey, you gotta get up off me. I gotta go. I gotta go to the bathroom or some shit." I made up some excuse, whatever. I was like, "You gotta get the fuck up off me, dog." Right? So she get up off me. I go to the bathroom. I'm like, brother, what the fuck is going on? Right? That's a bad look. You going from homie to homie. You homie hopping. You just met him. You just met my boy, and he watched it happen. And I felt bad because, like, it wasn't even like I was trying to do that to him, but I mean, look, at the end of the day, she was a goer. You know what I'm saying? But it was still like, damn, why you gonna do that right in front of the bro? But anyway, I come back outside, right? I'm having a grand old time. Now, as I'm having a grand old time, I notice that this girl is always in my vicinity, and she's always somehow just like near me and around me, right? Mind you, it's very clear that I rejected her. It's very clear I turned that shit down. I did not want that girl sitting on my lap. And every time I seen her, right, she was always trying to make a scene, right? There was one time I'm on the dance floor, you know what I'm saying, chilling, hitting my little two step, boom, boom, boom. And I see her next to me, she's dancing with some dude. I'm like, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really thinking too much of it. I'm not like, and that's the problem. A lot of y'all dudes be living in scarcity mindset when it comes to women. And so what you would do in that situation is you would try to dance with her and you try to get that back. But me, no, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't chasing shit. So, I'm like, cool, do your thing, whatever. I'm dancing by myself. I'm having a grand old time, bro. Grand old time. Later on in the party, I meet some random guy. He was like in the Navy or some shit, right? And I seen that he was built. Right? Now, I was a little sauce at the time, so I was like, hey, bro, I see you built. Nigga, push-up competition right now. Now, as we knocking out this push-up competition, tell me why an old girl that I rejected just out the blue come out of nowhere. Now, mind you, this isn't the biggest house in the world, but still, how the fuck is you popping up every time? Like where's you even coming from, my nigga? Like, you ever seen the movie Scott Pilgrim vs. the World? If you have, there's a party scene, right? And when he's stalking Ramona Flowers, the main girl, he just popping up wherever she at. It was like that, bro. It was like magic. It was like, where did you even come from? She started recording it. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? Well, nobody asked you to record. No one asked you to be here. So fast forward, bro. I'm about to leave the little function, right? And I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Now, the way that the house was set up, you have to walk by the living room to get to the bathroom, right? And there's a couch right next to like this big archway or whatever the case may be, right? And you got to go through that archway to get to the bathroom. So I'm walking to the bathroom. Out the corner of my eye, I see her sitting down on the couch. I didn't give a fuck. I wasn't trying to talk to her at all. I was trying to pee and go. So as I'm walking, my nigga, and let me show y'all how this look. I'm walking, right? She do this. She grab my leg. She like put her hand on my leg. She trying to graze it. Like she was trying to grab my neck. She was trying to grab my neck. Now she missed. She missed because my shit curved to the side. My shit curved to the right. And she was on the left, right? So she missed. But I'm looking back, I'm like, nigga, I'm dead ass on some football shit. I hit her with the, man, fuck up off me. I go to the bathroom and I leave. But it's just so crazy how, you know, you reject a woman and they just don't take that well. Women just don't take rejection well, bro. And it's crazy because, you know, the things that women can get away with is just so wild. Because a man would never be able to get away with that shit. Imagine if the roles were reversed. Imagine I did that shit to her. Oh my gosh. I would be on Fox News. I'd be behind bars right now. On God. On God. I say I wouldn't. And that's just the first story, right? The second one is a little bit more recent. So last week I went on this cruise, right? I'm on this trip. It was cool vibes. Now, towards the end of the cruise, right, I'm a little tired, right? I'm like, I don't really want to do too much, right? I walk over to get some pizza, right? And I'm at this little pizza restaurant. And as I'm in line at this pizza restaurant, it's this girl right there, right? And she asked what my name is. Now, I have my AirPods in, but I could kind of hear her. So I'm like, oh, my name is Cam. Nice to meet you, whatever. Put my AirPod back in. She says to me, I'm mad because you haven't asked my name this whole trip. So guess what I do? I sit there silently, grab my pizza, and walk away. I got a girl. I don't need to talk to you. What do I need to talk to you for? I'm like, whatever. So I walk away, and I go get my drink. As I'm filling up my drink of water, right, she comes storming behind me, looking all mad and shit. And in my head, I'm like, man, I don't care. I don't give a fuck how mad you is. I don't want to talk to you. But I'm not really thinking nothing of it. I'm like, you know what? Whatever. Maybe she just, once again, women just not taking rejection very well. And so I'm walking back to my room, right? Having a good old time, right? I hear behind me a voice. And that voice is saying, hey, you. Hey, come here. In my head, I'm like, why does this sound like a nigga? I look back. It's the same girl. And she walking behind me. I'm like, no. So I keep walking. I start speeding up my walk a little bit, right? Now, the way that the cruise works, right, you could take the elevator or you could take the stairs. The stairs are low-key faster, so I start taking the stairs. She still yelling, hey, come here. Hella aggressive and shit, right? I ain't gonna lie. I took off running, my nigga. Hit these 4 flat right up the steps, right? She's like, oh, are you running? She chasing me for a little bit. She eventually stopped. But I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, my heart was low-key like, oh my God, bro. Is she gonna fucking catch me, my nigga? So I finally get back to my room and everything is all cool. But once again, imagine the roles were reversed. Imagine I was chasing this and she started running. You know how bad that would look? The long and short of this is that people really do have different experiences based off of the most shallow of things, bro. Right? And it's crazy because, you know, most dudes probably have never experienced that. But the reason I'm telling you this, the moral of the story is not to just flex like, oh, look at me, look at the experiences that I go through. The moral of this story is to show you that women and just people in general, but women, you know, they get away with things right? And they do certain things just because just because no one's gonna hold them accountable. They think that they're entitled to a dude that is attractive. They think that they're entitled to a dude that's in shape. They think that they're entitled to be able to do whatever it is that they want. They could just treat you any type of way. They could just do whatever to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? They could just chase you. They could just try and grab you and shit. You know, and it's actually a little disturbing, bro. It is a little disturbing, like on some real shit, because it's like it's just, I don't know. It's just so funny because you see dudes that don't get girls, that don't get no buns, and they like, damn, it's probably a nigga out there that wishes this could happen to him. It's probably a nigga out there that wishes this could happen to him. But in reality, bro, it feels like a little like violating, bro. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh my gosh, I'm traumatized, but it's like, damn, bro, like why y'all do that to me? like why you had to grab a nigga? Like why you had to run after me, bro? Like that, like that just don't make me feel good, bro. It's like you're treating me differently, right? And it's funny because people will be like, oh, like that's a privilege to be able to, but it's really not, bro. It's really not. You know what I'm saying? Being attractive and being handsome has its downfalls. That's definitely a real thing. That's for sure, bro. For sure, bro. Like, man, and I've had a lot of different experiences throughout my life that have been like that. But it's also, I've been on the other end of the spectrum. I've been considered hella ugly and shit before. So that's why I can speak with so much certainty that people are more shallow than you think. People are way more shallow than you think, bro. You think that people give a fuck about your personality? No, nigga. No, not at all, bro. Your personality don't matter, bro, at all. The only thing that matters is your looks. I'm gonna be real with you. And yes, it gets you in the door, but even then, your looks is gonna carry. And let me tell you why. Because people are like, oh yeah, long term it's about personality. But if that was the case, people wouldn't be in such toxic relationships for so long. People stay in toxic relationships for very shallow reasons, whether it's because of the sex, whether it's because of their looks, or whatever. But people usually have surface level reasons for things, bro. Right? Things are not as deep. People are not that deep. People don't think deeply. Everyone is an NPC. Everyone is just living in this world, just going through it robotically. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about these stories in the comment section. I'm out, man. Peace.